It's your boy Indian Gooner in the house. It's your boy Indian Gooner in the house. Hey Gooners, this is a special video. I'm actually trying to make a series of Know Your Opponents, and this is the first episode from Know Your Opponents. And right now, our important opponent of the Europa League is one and only SSC Napoli. So here are some statistics of SSC Napoli in the 2018-2019 league as well as the European campaign. So let me read out to you what I have researched, and this whole idea of coming up with these type of series of videos is just that we should know our opponent and what exactly to expect from these kind of matches. So let's see what they have done till now. What I'll be covering in this video is away form of Napoli. That is exactly why I made it, because this is the first game is that they'll be coming to the Emirates, so it's going to be an away game for them. So here we go, the first video of Know Your Opponent, SSC Napoli away form. Very simple to say that according to their away form, I think Napoli have not been that potent as compared to their home form. Well, if we talk about Serie A, they've played 13 games and scored 19 goals with 14.7 shots per game with 54.9% of possession. Just remember the possession that I'm going to talk about, because I'm going to also talk about their characteristics. So let's go for it. Champions League. In the Champions League, they had 3 away games, out of which they've scored only 2 goals in the whole 3 games with 14 shots per game and had 54.9% of possession. Let's talk about the time that they came to Europa League. Europa League, they've played 2 away games with 4 goals scored with 13.5 shots per game, but the possession has been 52%. Okay, let's talk about the squad that has been doing great in terms of away games. Now let's talk about overall in the Europa, who has been their star performer. Number 1, Fabian Ruiz. Fabian Ruiz has 1 goal with 3 appearances for them. And then comes Simon Verdi. Verdi has played 1 and scored 1 goal. Jose Callejon has played 3 and 1 and scored 1 goal. And Arkadiusz Milik has I think 3 games and has 2 goals, and he is the most successful player for them in the whole. If I talk about the whole the table, Lorenzo Insigne is actually way below in terms of performance for them in the Europa League. Let's talk about their away form in the UEFA Champions League. In Champions League, Napoli's go-to man was Allen. Allen was their go-to person, who's been superb. Next comes Kalidou Koulibaly, and next Jose Callejon, Nikola Maximovic, Dries Mertens, Lorenzo Insigne. Well, why I'm talking about, it's talking about the percentage. This is how I am rating the players in terms of percentage, passing percentage, aerial duels won, in terms of overall minutes that they've played, everything that appears to be, and that's exactly how I am rating them. And most importantly, let's talk about their Serie A. In Serie A, their go-to man is Lorenzo Insigne. Why? He scored 9 and assisted 6 goals. He's directly involved in 15 goals for them. That's really insane. Next comes Kevin Malqui, followed by Alan, then Fabian Ruiz, then Arkadiusz Milik. So that's exactly how they play. I mean, they have their 4-5 go-to men whom they believe can do the job. So let's talk about their characteristics. Napoli, the strongest characteristic that they have is scoring from set pieces, scoring from direct free kicks actually. Number 2, counter attacks. They're very strong in counter attacks, just like Rennes, which is a good counter attacking team. But let's talk about attacking down the wings. They go towards the wings to stretch the defense, creating long shot opportunities, creating chances using through balls, and creating scoring chances. Their creativity is quite strong, defending set pieces, protecting the lead. Now this is really strong point, protecting the lead, Now let's talk about their weaknesses. Very less. They're very weak in aerial duels. That's number one. Number two is avoiding offside. They're very weak in avoiding offsides. So they maintain the line and they actually go with it. Next, Napoli's style of play. They control the game in the opposition's half. They like that. That's why they have a higher possession. Next, attacking down the left. They always employ short passes as well. And next comes, they take long shots, possession type of football. They're non-aggressive. And they rotate their first 11. That's really, really cool. Okay, in terms of away games, I think Lorenzo Insigne, Callejon, Milik and Piotr Zielinski each have a goal. And let's talk about appearances. Callejon, Milik, Zielinski, Ruiz, Allen all have 2. So aerial duels 1, Nikola Maximovic 5, Kalidou Koulibaly 3, Arkadiusz Milik 1, Fabian Ruiz 1, and Malqui. I think then comes Malqui. So this is all about, and let's talk about the formation that they go to. Europa, 4 games that they've played, they've gone with 4-4-2 formation. Alex Meret, Elcid Hezaj, Maximovic, Koulibaly, Rui, Callejon, Allen, Ruiz, Zielinski, Insigne and Milik. That's quite a strong lineup and a decent amount of defense. So this is about SSC Napoli's away form. Well, away, you've got to know how exactly they play away. I'll compare that with their home form in this whole season till now. Champions League, Serie A, and also Europa League that they played. They played only 2 opponents, but that's okay, Zurich and Salzburg. So let's talk about that in the next video, and I believe you'll be liking what I'm doing. I'm doing this for you guys because you guys don't panic, but we also should know what exactly is happening against us, with the opponents as well. So let's back our boys. Come on!